The news on point.
Take a look at the news. Former Executive Director, National Information Technology Authority, James Saka, has died of COVID-19. Saka was admitted to Malaga Hospital a few days ago, but he succumbed to COVID-19 this afternoon. Saka served NITAO for 10 years as Executive Director and had retired by the time of his death. The Human Rights Commission is resource constrained to execute their duties effectively as mandated. The acting chairperson of the commission, Moti Katebarire, said they are unable to carry out research and trainings on human rights issues due to lack of resources. Katebarire made the remarks while launching celebrations to mark Human Rights Day, commemorated every 10th December.
It is true, we have resource constraint. We don't have enough money to carry out not only this program of human rights education, civic education, constitutional education. We don't have enough vehicles. Most of our vehicles are very old. Many of them are grounded. We can't move as widely and as quickly as we would like to.
Government has halted free electricity connectivity effective 2021 due to lack of resources. In 2018, the government introduced a project to increase on the number of households that have access to power. However, following the outbreak of COVID-19 and the 6-month lockdown, the government failed to raise enough funds to continue with the project. According to the document released by the Electricity Regulatory Authority, home connection without a pole will cost 50,000, whereas factories that need single-phase power will pay 210,000 Uganda shillings, and for the three-phase companies, they'll pay 90,000 Uganda shillings. Retired General Henry Tumukunde has promised to organize benchmarking visits to other parts of Uganda to improve their lives. Tumukunde, who is currently campaigning in Karamoja region, says the area has been deliberately neglected and needs special attention to catch up with the other parts of the country. He says if the Karamojangs visit other parts of the country, they will learn better ways of living, better ways of looking after their cattle, and in turn acquire experience to fight backwardness in the area.
The first day when I become president, I will arrange Karamajong to go and visit the rest of Uganda. A group of women, a group of young people, and a group of elders, that you may go and see how other people live. Then when I talk, I'll make sense. Because now you have no comparison. It is like marrying a wife and you think she's the most beautiful wife because she's closest to you. Please listen to me very attentively and vote according to tomorrow's prospects and life.
The Alliance for National Transformation presidential candidate Mugisha Muntu has appealed to Ugandans not to be carried away by people's manifestos, but also look at their ability to implement them. Muntu made the remarks while campaigning in Teso sub-region in the districts of Serere, Katakwi, and Soroti. Muntu informed the voters that one of the failures of the current regime has been failure to fulfill its pledges, and has urged them to vote for candidates at all levels, as his party has the ability and discipline to fulfill their commitments.
Who talks about manifesto, however beautiful they sound. The issue is, does any group which talk about what they talk about, do they have the organizational ability and the discipline to implement it? We have in NT. We want to bring discipline in the management of the economy.
Muntu has also asked the people of Tessa not to fear to vote his party.
The NRM people keep telling you, I had Okulu tells you that, if Museveni and NRM go, that you are going to get insecurity. Some of us go to military background. In the management of the army, police, and police, so that they are professional and non-partisan.
In other news, Tanzania's President John Pombe Magufuli has warned his new cabinet against strange sickness of leaking confidential information communications on WhatsApp groups. President Magufuli also warned ministers against taking selfies while on duty, saying the work will be visible through results achieved. He made the remarks at an event to swear in ministers and the deputies in the capital, Dodoma. Mr. Magufuli was re-elected in October in a landslide victory in a poll that the opposition described as fraudulent. The president got 84% of the vote. Meanwhile, still in Tanzania, a Tanzanian member of parliament nominated for a government post has been dropped and replaced after he hesitated and struggled to take the oath of office. Francis Ndulen, who was to become assistant minister in the mines ministry, attempted to say the words several times before being asked to take a seat as other nominees were called to take their oath. A video of the event attended by President John Magufuli has been shared on Twitter. In his remarks, Mr. Magufuli said that he had reviewed the CVs of all nominees before appointing them, but added that Mr. Ndulen would be replaced. I quote, "I will give this position to someone who can take the oath properly," the president said. Mr. Ndulen has not commented on why he struggled to take the oath. That was the news.
XFM News on point.